Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the secrets hidden within company filings, potentially giving you an advantage in this wild world of business. Today, Medicus Pharma Limited is in the spotlight with a report that might just hint at their next moves. Get ready as we sift through the latest news from Medicus Pharma Limited, a company that seems to be making waves. This report is all about their recent performance and what it means for the future. Alright, so Medicus Pharma dropped some important information on the 14th of November. This is a current report filing, meaning they are announcing something new and significant. The main event here is a press release that talks about their money situation and how things are going with the company for the quarter that ended back in September. Think of it like a quick checkup on their health and progress. Medicus Pharma has common shares, and these are the basic building blocks of ownership in the company. When you own these, you are an actual owner. They also have warrants, which are like special tickets that give you the right to buy more shares later on at a set price. In this case, that price is $4.64 per S-share. These are traded on the Nasdaq Capital Market Exchange, which is a big deal. Now this is interesting. Medicus Pharma is labeling itself as an emerging growth company. This means they are a younger company that has not reached a certain size yet, and as a result, they get some breathing room with certain reporting rules. They have elected not to use the extended transition period for complying with new or revised financial accounting standards provided pursuant to Section 13A of the Exchange Act. Basically, this means they are choosing to keep up with the latest accounting rules, much like larger companies do, rather than taking advantage of a potential grace period. This shows a commitment to transparency and perhaps a desire to be seen as more mature than their emerging status might suggest. The key item being filed here is this press release from the 14th of November. This is where all the juicy details about their financial and operating results are laid out. We can infer that this press release contains updates on how well the company made money, how much it spent, and generally what's been happening in their operations towards the end of the third quarter. While this filing doesn't give us the actual numbers from the press release, it tells us that this information is now public knowledge. It means investors, analysts, and anyone interested can access these results. Usually these press releases cover things like revenue year-over-year growth profit margins, research and development updates, and any significant business developments. For Medicus Pharma, this is their way of sharing their progress with the world and reassuring stakeholders, or alerting them to potential changes. Looking beyond the official filings without seeing the actual press release, it is hard to give specific financial numbers, but the very fact that they are releasing a statement about their financial and operating results implies they want to communicate something to the market. If the numbers were bad, they might try to spin them positively or delay the announcement. If they are good, it's a signal to the market that things are moving in the right direction. For a pharmaceutical company like Medicus Pharma, key metrics to watch would typically include their drug pipeline progress, clinical trial results, any regulatory approvals, or setbacks, and of course sales figures for any products they may already have on the market. So, what is the story here? Medicus Pharma is actively communicating its financial performance and operational updates. This shows a willingness to be open with investors and the market. The fact that they are an emerging growth company but choosing to adhere to the newest financial standards suggests a proactive approach and a commitment to robust financial reporting. This could be a sign of confidence in their current position and future outlook. It's a signal that they are serious players and want to be viewed as such. From a broad perspective, when a company like Medicus Pharma files a current report with financial updates, it is trying to achieve a few things. First, it is to inform the public and investors about their performance. Second, it is to manage public perception and market expectations. Third, it is to fulfill regulatory obligations. For shareholders and potential investors, this filing is a critical piece of the puzzle. It helps in making informed decisions about whether to buy, sell, or hold the company's stock and warrants. In the absence of the actual financial tables, we can only speculate on the specifics. However, the structure of this filing points to a company that is managing its public image and regulatory duties diligently. If Medicus Pharma is indeed on a growth trajectory, then these updates would be crucial in showing that growth to the market. If they are facing challenges, then the language and details provided in the accompanying press release would be carefully chosen to mitigate any negative impact. My take on this is that Medicus Pharma is playing the game by the rules and trying to be transparent. Their decision to not use the extended transition period for accounting standards is a positive indicator of their commitment to clear and current financial reporting. It's a sign that they understand the importance of investor confidence. The trading of their common shares and warrants on Nasdaq also means they are subject to the scrutiny of a major public exchange, which generally pushes companies towards greater accountability. Ultimately, Medicus Pharma Limited is providing a snapshot of their performance. The real story lies within the press release they mentioned. Without it, we are looking at the frame and not the painting. However, the act of consistent and timely reporting is a fundamental strength for any public company. Their focus on releasing this information suggests they believe it will be received positively or at least managed effectively by the market. Alright, that is our breakdown based on this filing. What is your take on Medicus Pharma's latest update? Do you think their commitment to newer accounting standards is a sign of strength? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of corporate finance. Don't forget to check out the Discord community linked in the description below for more discussions. Thanks for watching. See you next time.